Hey guys, it's your own boy, the one-way Great Dane, back with day 823, Star Drop opening. We just finished off day 3 of the World Finals, and Tensai has claimed his third World Championship victory in the Brawl Stars esports scene anyway. And, of course, that means Humble did not win. But, again, I don't want this video to be too long, but I think there's quite a bit to talk about. So, you also have the Supercell store freebies, so again, I don't know if they're all going to show here on the items delivered. We have the coins, the waffles, and there's also the top of the spike spray inflatable, or wacky inflatable, whatever you want to call it. But we also have the daily star drops, so let's get into that. Again, I don't know if all three will show. Again, it's doing that glitch where it reloads and it doesn't actually show everything. But let's see what we have. A rare 50 coins, an epic of 100 power points, and as predicted, okay, so we have the 80 waffles, and again, I guess it's just not gonna show, so I'll just pull it up. Again, I did get the third star drop, and I didn't open it yet. I have no idea what it was. Again, this is a pretty typical thing, I guess, but if I scroll down, you guys should be able to see. I know I claimed it. That's strange. Let me try something. I've never really done this before, but and maybe that's another glitch I didn't even know existed, but I should have the top head of that spray. Is it in my inbox? It is not. Okay, that's strange. Well, anyway, I did claim it. I could restart the game, I just don't want to. I'm seriously considering it. I don't really know if I want to though. Hey, let me pause and. Alright, so I just restarted the game. Again, I'm not really sure if I'm like tripping or something. I already saw the notification that it was delivered, and I see two of the parts, and I don't see the third one, and I'm not sure why. Okay, let me try checking the Supercell oh, what? Why? What? Okay, why was there such a delay on that? I have no idea. But again, there are some other bugs going on, so that's some other stuff I want to talk about. What is going on with Brawl Stars and the bugs every single time? Just before I forget, again, I still have not been able to find Eddie Draco. I've really been trying to check every single hour. I might have missed a few. And obviously I still want to sleep for some amount of time, so obviously I'm not checking during those hours, but again, I guess I just got really lucky on the other ones, because I know it's like a 1% chance, but it's still kind of crazy. I haven't seen him or any character, I guess, for multiple days now. So yeah, the drop chances are low, but anyway, we have the daily streak, day 232 with the fortune. You're the good random your team deserves, but not the one they need right now. I think I'm trying to think, like, where do I even start here? So, again, obviously, there's the supercellstore.com freebies. So you got to make sure to, you have to have claimed them daily, essentially. Despite this Black Friday store thing lasting for 4 days, they've made it so that each part of the spray only lasts for about 1 day. So you really just had to be on top of that. Again, by the time this is posted, it really won't matter, but again, just to get an idea, I went back and I claimed all of yesterday's, so I'll also mention I got 6 out of the 7 predictions correct today, so I feel pretty good about that. Again, the only one I was wrong about was, I guess I thought Loud would beat Revenant, but they're both good teams. It wasn't too much of a complete sweep or anything, so again, I don't feel bad on that prediction, but let's see, I went from 49 all the way up to 61, and again, that's just from watching the esports, I got about 10 tiers, so that's really good, honestly. Again, it all really just comes down to how many legendary or bonus legendary star drafts am I gonna get at the ends. I think I already saw some people were up to as far as 65, or I know at least one person was, but again, I'll get into where I saw that in a second too. So again, I won't bore you guys sitting here claiming those things. But essentially how the actual day 3 went down is, and again, that's what I was trying to think of, is, again, I'll use the completed run with Gigi as a marker. So the first voucher, all of them are just called voucher redeemed successfully, which makes this even harder, but I know I got another 120 waffles, 600 Pro Pass XP, and I didn't claim a star drop, but I swear there's supposed to be one, and I'm trying to remember what the third one I actually did get was. I could look, but I'm not really sure. I'm trying to remember. Because what happened is once we got towards the end of the actual stream, the rewards seemed to started like glitching out or something like that. Or I don't know, it's complicated how they're giving it away, but essentially they were giving out a Gigi box, they were advertising, but the issue was there was that additional one that I opened on one of my videos again, and apparently that one was already considered an extra Gigi box. So if you open that one that you got with the profile icon of the skull with the crown giving the thumbs up, apparently you couldn't claim the one from the stream, which is completely absurd. Again, because if you were spending that entire time watching the stream just to get that one box, then you find out you couldn't even get that one box. And I already saw plenty of people saying in a comment section that, oh yeah, I was only one GG box away, and they're counting on getting that. Now they just can't do that. Again, hopefully I guess all I can really say is they probably have to buy one at that point, but I'm sure they don't want to, or maybe they just won't end up getting GG because they're one box short. Again, it's very unfortunate. But again, what were the other rewards? I'm trying to remember. There was waffles, Pro Pass XP, star drops. There's something else. It wasn't resources, I don't think. What the heck is the third thing I redeemed? I can't even remember what it was. I'm actually gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna pause again. I don't want to keep wasting time thinking about it. I'm just gonna look back at the QR codes, and then I'm gonna try and determine what it was. Alright, so I just looked, and again, if you guys weren't aware, there are some people who post the QR codes on Instagram. Again, that's how I was able to look so quickly. But essentially, and again, this is why I was having trouble remembering what it was, is I actually, 3 times, I was able to claim that one meatball champy pin. Again, as you guys probably know, there's 2 pins given away. One was the Janet's holding a trophy with some like flowers on her helmets. That was the oh so coveted exclusive pin, which again I also believe I claimed, but I did it was like one of the last QR codes given away on the 3rd day. I think they also did it at the start, but I don't think they did like 30 minutes before the stream even started, and I wasn't paying attention at that time. So again, the thing is, I believe I did claim the Janet pin, and at first, when I scanned the code or used the link, it said nothing, which was strange, but then I used it again, and it said it was already claimed. So, again, I don't actually have it to show you guys. That's the weird thing, right? So, I claimed it, but I also don't have it, and again, all I can assume is it's eventually going to show up in my inbox, but we'll have to keep an eye out for that, I guess. But yeah, again, like you saw, the spike spray there was also delayed, so I don't really know what's going on there. It could just be another case of bug stars, but hopefully I will end up getting that. We'll have to see. But another thing I want to say again before I forget, there's just so much going on, but this is also something I'll just show before I forget, is again, once you complete the mega quests, this is just what it looks like. Again, nothing really too special there, but I did end up completing the last one. But the other interesting thing is, again, depending on how much of a fan you guys are, or if you've just been watching esports, for Brawl Stars specifically for a long time, you guys might remember back in 2020, they had this DJ, what was his name? Man, it's gonna kill me if I can't remember. It's just like, man, I'm just gonna pause it again because I have to look. Okay, again, it was a name that felt familiar, but it was spelled differently. Again, that's why I was having trouble remembering it. But apparently, it was Kirby, who had a song called "Move," and it was like a remix of all the brawlers' voices with like techno bop and stuff. It was pretty good, essentially. I don't know if it was anyone's particular favorite. I don't even really cared if, they're there for the esports anyway. But essentially, that was all the way back in 2020. So during this 2025 finals, just randomly out of nowhere, I don't know if anyone expected this besides the people that worked on it, obviously, was they had a good randoms music performance before the final, I'll say, showdown between Humble and Crazy Raccoon. They had people dressed up in costumes. They had like the 3 good randoms, as well as Melody, and then Jan was off on the side. But they were like dancing, and it wasn't even just lip sync. They actually had the person essentially cosplaying Melody singing the song. But again, while the dancing was okay, the outfits were okay. Again, they didn't actually look like the characters really. They just looked like people wearing the outfits. So again, I don't know that anyone really wants to be wearing a giant Buzz outfit while dancing though. So maybe someone does, but again, the melody was a bit out of pitch, I will say. It's more comical than anything, but again, what I'll say is something that I figured out roughly too was, again, if you're trying to get the Janet trophy pin through, say, like Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or something, by the time they scan it and then finally post it themselves, it's probably already going to be too late, because these things only last like, I don't know, 20 to 30 seconds, 40 at most. So you don't have a lot of time. So I ended up trying to find a Discord channel instead, because that's what I heard was the fastest way, and it definitely seems to be true there. So, and I was logged into that, and essentially during the again, you call it the good randoms music performance, I guess. Everyone, because I was looking between the Discord chat and actually watching the stream, everyone was just like, we don't care, where's the pin? So again, it just kind of feels bad, right? And I don't know, you have so much of a younger audience too in Brawl Stars, so like, are they really gonna care about your dancing good randoms performance? I don't know. Again, it was okay. It was a surprise. I thought it was funny, if nothing else. It was okay. But I definitely want to mention that. And something I should have mentioned yesterday, or at least I want to, but again, I believe I forgot, was Kairos Time pointed this out. Essentially, I was thinking about it, but watching his video reminded me because he was so blatant about it. Again, if you guys remember in a previous video, they mentioned in the news that they, again, nothing's set in stone inherently yet, but they plan on increasing the price of the Brawl Passes moving forwards about like $3 or something like that. But you can buy up to 8 at a time ahead of time, and assuming they change it next season, which is in like 4 days or something, if you were to buy them all now at their current price, you would still get the additional benefits of the new passes because you already bought them in advance, but you wouldn't have to pay the increased price. So you'd end up saving, like, again, you can only buy 8, so it'd be about $24 or something, assuming, at least, I know there's a $3 difference between the Brawl Pass pluses, the new and the old version, so for that at least you'd be saving $24. So I'll probably end up doing that myself. Again, it's quite the amount of money up front, but you do end up saving in the long run if you plan on buying all those passes. So again. Anyway, now we can finally get back to the game. In the event selection, we have Stranger Things, Upside Showdown, Plus still. And again, we still have like 4 days of the season left. Or I guess it'd be 3 by the time today's over. But I really don't think they're going to keep Showdown Plus. I hope they do, or Upside Showdown Plus as it is called. But I feel like they're either going to move on to the other wacky modifiers, or they're probably just going to revert it back to that one that everyone said killed Upside Showdown, where there was more bots and it was just normal Showdown with card selections essentially. I really hope at the very least they go to modifiers if they aren't going to keep Showdown Plus, but again, I'll definitely push Gigi tonight. We'll see if I have any more time to push anyone else. But again, I'm hoping they keep Showdown Plus, but based on the way they worded it, it sounded like it was only going to be for this weekend again, so that's unfortunate. But again, of course, this is the last day for the Gigi events, or again, I've expressed it so many times, but I don't really like it. That's called the new brawler event for Gigi will be over today, which again is also why it's very unfortunate if people were really trying to get that last box they needed and they couldn't. And this last day for Hawkins Hunt Headless Tickman, but again, I completed that already. To me, it is just the easiest boss ever. He needs to be really close to you to even attack in the first place, and when I'm playing Colt and I just destroy all the walls, you can very easily just run around the map and he'll never even attack. It's just so ridiculous. But anyway, we also have Trio Gem Grab, Polar Payoff, Brawl Hockey Slippery Slap, Brawl Ball 5v5 Stockpile Stadium, and Brawl Arena Mirage Arena. Again, really nothing too crazy going on there. Again, the biggest thing really was just the esports today. But we also have the Step 25 or Day 25 waffles, like usual. We still have these Angel and Demon offers, and the, what would you call this? Hypercharge Rico, I guess, is the best way to call it. They're just calling it Mega Boxes, which again, I think if you were to buy any of the offers, this would probably be the best one. I forget, does the other ones have the hypercharge in it? I think they do, yeah. But if you played during the Demon and Angel events, you probably have some of the best stuff already from those events. At least the Mega Boxes, I believe, can give you more, like, star powers, gears, hypercharges, etc. Even if the chances are lower, you're probably best off doing the Mega Box one. Again, we have all the championship stuff here. I'm interested to see what the 2025 championship skin will be if they get to design it again. Again, because something interesting that I believe Semantic pointed out is that the 2024 championship skin, I forget which one it even is, but because we have a few at this point, right? It's at least, I want to say 5, right? Is it 4 or 5? It is a championship skin, but it's not like a skin they designed, and I think he was a bit triggered about that. I don't know why they didn't, but maybe they couldn't agree on a design or something. But yeah, we still have the Gigi boxes, we still have the Gigi skins, waffle offer, these Toy Story offers for some reason, Intergalactic Rift discount, a daily freebie of 5 credits, as well as 10 power points. Again, all these videos have just been way too long, but again, I just wanted to make sure to touch on some certain points. But again, as of today, I have no XP doublers and 199,590 power points. Again, I'm in the habit of grimacing anytime I get power points, but again, they should finally be useful coming up pretty soon. But yeah, other than that, again, I think I'm probably going to get that 1 gem offer for Black Friday. And again, I'll probably get those passes up front, but again, other than that, just gotta keep searching for Eddie Draco, try and grind as many trophies as I can before Showdown Plus ends. And again, of course, I want to hear everything you guys have to say about this last day 3 of the World Finals. Do you guys feel like you got wrecked by Scam Cell if you couldn't claim the Janet pin? Again, I don't have it either right now, I'll say that. I'm still waiting to see it randomly appear in my inbox a day or too late for some reason. Again, you never know. Again, for all I know, we'll end up having that thing where they just give it to everyone for free again. But I don't know if it was a significant enough glitch or not, or it was glitchy for me anyway. But again, in that Discord server, I saw the same complaint from a lot of people. But at the same time, again, we all know that the pin is supposed to be reserved for people at the actual event anyway, so again, it puts you in a weird middle ground where you again, can you really argue to try and get it if you didn't even go to the event, right? But a lot of people don't think they should have pins like that anyway, because not everyone has the time or money to go fly over to Sweden to watch the Brawl Stars finals, even if they're big fans of Brawl Stars, you know. But again, that's why they give the pin, to make it a little more special. But you know, you get stuck in that back and forth. But again, let me know how many predictions you guys got. And oh, and that's the last thing. I don't know if I definitely did mention this yesterday, but I forgot to mention it to my club if they didn't know. Is again, I did end up getting 6 predictions correct, and I believe I got 4 on the first and second day, so that would give me 14 correct overall, which means I got enough correct to get put into that, it's like some kind of raffle or something, that you can win like a merch box. I think it's merch anyway. I really don't know what it is, but it's a box of something from Supercell. So again, I don't know what the chances of you getting one are, how many they have versus how many people got 10 predictions correct, but again, at least makes me feel a bit better about doing pretty poorly, I'll say, on the first 2 days, but especially the first day was just all over the place. But a lot of teams are playing better than I'd say most people expected to. So again, let me know how many you got correct. Let me know if you're happy that Crazy Raccoon won or sad that Humble lost, I'll say. And let me know if you enjoyed all the freebies from watching along, if you got to, or if you just kind of put your predictions in and had to go do other things. And again, lastly, of course, let me know if you got all the freebies like I did for at least the, I'll say, Spike inflatable spray and free waffles. But other than that, again, I got a lot to do, so let's see how far we can take this, guys.